Hi everyone, it's Ian at People First again. I hope you're okay. Hope you're all still safe and well. We're getting a little bit closer to being out of lockdown, but we've probably still got a little way to go, and we might still have a long way to go before we can do face-to-face job interviews. So this little video is all about how to do video interviews and prepare for those properly. So the first piece of advice for you, very obvious one, I've given you this before in another video, is get dressed. Get dressed as if you were going for an interview in the office of the company, face to face, going on the tube, going on the train to get there. And when I say get dressed fully. Some people say you only need to get dressed from your bottom up. Make sure you're dressed from the bottom down. If you're only half dressed, you're only taking things half seriously. If you're only half dressed, you're only half prepared. And imagine what's going to happen if in the middle of your video interview you spill a cup of hot tea or your water all over yourself. You jump up in shock and in horror and pain, and you give the interviewer a flash of your Wonder Woman knickers or your Superman underwear. So just be careful, you don't want to get into trouble like that. You're not going to get a second interview. After you've got yourself dressed, check the tech. Make sure that everything's working. Do it all at least a day before your interview if you can. Make sure you've got the software downloaded, that you know how everything works, how to log in, that the microphone works, that the camera works, how to get everything on. And if you're doing a video interview with a camera phone, make sure you've got somewhere stable for the camera to be, so it's not going to suddenly fall over in the middle of the interview like that. That will mess things up for you as well, and it will stress you out. You don't want any stress. Check the environment around you in general. Obviously, ideally you want somewhere quiet, so you're not got any distractions from any noise, no barking dogs, keep the crying baby out of the room, keep the keyboard wandering cat out of the room. If you've got DHL scheduled to deliver a crate of beer during your interview, rearrange the delivery, not the interview, of course. The background behind you. Think about what the interviewer can see behind you while you're doing the interview. They don't want to be looking at your messy bed or your unwashed dishes or dirty laundry. Make sure you don't have anything distracting, untidy or illegal going on behind you, during the interview. And the lighting, also very important. Make sure your source of light is in front of you, shining at your face, not so bright like an interrogation. This is an interrogation, we're not one of those kinds. Don't have the light coming from behind you. It just make you look dark and very difficult to see. When you're getting ready for the interview itself, like a face-to-face interview at an office, make sure you're there 10 minutes early, that you're sat at your computer, everything's switched on, logged in, everything's working. Imagine you're sitting in the reception area of the office that you're being interviewed in, just going through your notes, getting yourself ready, calming yourself down. When you start the interview, sit up straight, don't slouch in front of the interviewer. And very important, especially important for a video interview, make eye contact. It's very difficult, you might be nervous. Don't be looking away, looking around your room, and just make sure you're looking at the people or the person that you're speaking to and make a much better impression. Obviously it's a job interview, you're nervous, they're nervous as well, but don't let the fact that there's a lot more technology involved make you more nervous and more stressed. Make sure everything's working, that you're comfortable with it all. Don't allow that to get on top of you as well. And make sure you keep your cool during the interview. If something goes wrong, if the microphone stops working or the camera stops working or the reception is bad, anything like that, don't lose your cool. Don't start shouting and swearing in front of the interviewer. That will blow your chances completely, especially if you just answer the question, how do you deal with stress? And you said, oh, very well, I don't get stressed at all. So think about all those things to take out any potential problems from the interview. And also it's important not to get stressed, because the interviewer will also be stressed and nervous. People don't like doing job interviews on either side, but an interviewer that's doing a video interview will also have the same tech problems as you, worries about people walking into their bedroom wherever they're doing the interview, pets coming in, noisy neighbours. They will be stressed exactly the same as you. But most importantly, regardless of making sure that you're logged onto the computer and you're not stressed and you're fully dressed and everything, the most important thing, whether it's a video interview, a phone interview or a face-to-face interview, is you must be fully prepared for an interview. Research the company, research the job, research the kind of questions that you might get asked in the interview. Prepare your answers, prepare a list of questions for you to ask. Treat it as you would do any other job interview. Be 100% prepared as best as possible. You can find on our website in the interview tips section, there are tips on how to deal with interview questions such as what you want to be doing in 5 years' time, why should we choose you, what's this gap in your CV, if you weren't an accountant, what animal would you like to be? Lots and lots of interview tips and advice on our website, so please take a look at those. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I hope it's very useful for you. Leave me some comments, positive or negative, in the comment section, or send me an email, ian@people-first.co.uk. I hope you're all okay, stay safe, and hopefully we'll be able to play outside again soon. Thank you, bye.